Hello friends and fellow gamers, it's MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out this week's event for Idle Heroes. We have Imps Adventure and one of the best shelter missions I've ever seen. As well, we'll be taking a sneak peek at next week's event and taking a look at some changes to the guild. So guys, let's go check it out. Every day for logging in we get ourselves 4 dice which we can use in Imps Adventure and 150 gems which you can choose to spend on anything you want. Make sure you're logging in every single day to get those 4 dice because 4 dice are invaluable for making progress in everyone's favourite dice rolling event. So let's go take a look at what else we have. Well, Almost Workshop carries on over from last week, so if you haven't already, muddle around with your artifacts, get your stuff going, and one fun thing we did this week is we made a bunch of glittery and radiant demon bells, and we'll be bringing a video to you very soon of how we use that in PvE to beat broken spaces, and we didn't even need Heart Watcher. So if you want to catch that video, be sure you hit the subscribe button. As well guys, Glorious Boost is still here, so if you have 400 relics or think you're going to get 400 relics this week, be sure to buy something. I purchased that Demon Bell so I could make that video for you, which is coming out soon, but you guys too could also go for an Augustus Magic Ball, which is very nice, Magic Stone Sword for some cheese in the void, or Antler's Cane maybe, but I wouldn't really recommend it because it's one of the more frequently given artifacts that free-to-play players can get their hands on. Golden Crown here is too, which is nice, and it's actually a fan favourite for the new hero Fiona, so that's also worth considering. The adventure package here, which is available for purchase, is phenomenal. This costs 50 bucks and gives 10,000 gems and 30 dice. So already that's 14,500 gems worth of value, and on top of that you get a luxury 5-star hero selection chest which includes every 5-star in the game, even Fiona, which is awesome. So I really like this chest, I think this is fantastic, and for those of you who are familiar with spending that kind of money on this game, this is a must buy. However, I am aware that a lot of you don't spend money on this game, and that's fine too. Just forget it's there and move on. The value packages for this week are pretty standard. You're going to get 5,000 gems and also a different amount of dice, scaling with how much VIP and how much money you're expected to spend. It's nice that they've increased the amount of dice you can get from this event, so that's also really cool. So it looks like they're sticking with these new numbers for value packages, something we definitely can't complain about. Imps Adventure is also here, of course, the main feature of this event. For those of you that don't know how this works, you roll dice and it moves you around the board depending on how much you roll. Now, every time you land on a square, that square gets upgraded to another level, which means next time you land on it, you'll get more resources. If you take a look at these starry mushroom huts, whenever you pass over them, you'll get yourself a number of stars, and landing on them will level them up. So a level 1 hut gives 3 stars, a level 2 hut gives 4, and a level 3 hut gives 5. Now, the ideal thing is to get all of them to level 3 as soon as possible, then pass over them as efficiently as possible, and get yourself as many stars as you can. 80 stars will get you Heroic Summon Scrolls, 110 will get you an Elite 5-star Hero Shard, 140 will get you a limited skin selection chest, which now includes the Inosuke skin. So this is very exciting. So those of you that use Inosuke, this is going to improve your damage reduction, attack, and control immunity. And that means it doesn't have a HP component, which means it's also usable for Inosuke in the Void. This is a fantastic skin and definitely worth grabbing if you use Inosuke. In addition, if you get to 170 stars, you get a 6-star Puppet Selection Chest, which will help you progress. And as well, 200 stars gets you a 5-star Selection Chest, and this includes every hero up to Morax. When we get a new hero coming out soon, Eloise will be added to this too, but I think that's a month away, so be patient if you're after Eloise copies. The Material Selection Chest 2 here offers you either Gold, Spirit, Promotion Stones, Dust, Monster Parts, or Monster Chaos Stones. Now, I know, it's annoying that you can only pick one, but what you go for is pretty much dependent on where you are in the game. Some people need lots of dust, some people need gold, some people need spirit, and some people need monster parts. It's really up to you and it depends on what you think is best. However, hero promotion stones, unless you are an absolute mega whale, are something you probably shouldn't be picking up. Next, for 260 of these stars, you can get the Light and Dark 5-star chest. This now includes both Forkis and Tussilagos, so if you were after either of those, good news for you guys. But this also includes many good choices like Drake, Carrie, Russell, Amon-Ra, Tara, Ada, and many others which you could potentially go for. I recommend stockpiling a ton of these and then finally building a light and dark hero. I wouldn't go opening this immediately because it's terrible for your progress, and that goes for the other chest as well. Picking up chests and saving them is much better than opening them immediately, because when you haven't opened it, it can be any hero in the game. However, as soon as you've opened it, you've fixed it and you've made the hero you get defined. It's best until you really need to open it to just leave it shut and wait. Finally, if you get to 300 stars, you get the universal 9-star puppet selection chest, which gives you a 9-star puppet, and this can be used to upgrade a hero to 10-star, E1, or E2. 28 5-star heroes are needed to make a 9-star puppet, so it's great that you can just get this, and yeah, I think it's fantastic. However, to get there, you do need to spend a bit of money, but I think those of you that pick up the adventure package should have no problem getting there at all. And finally, the next big thing for this event is Shelter Mission. Of course, you want to complete all of this because every hero you go for will give you dice. But that's besides the point. The heroes available are phenomenal. In fact, every single hero here is a good first E5. Penny and Ithaca are phenomenal first E5s, Garuda is okay, and so is Delacium. And all of these are capable of clearing Seal Land 20 one way or another. I find this the best Shelter Mission we've ever had, and the fact that these heroes are accessible for free-to-play players is brilliant. I know everyone who is a free-to-play player will get excited about a copy of Penny, Ithaca, Garuda, or Delacium, especially if you've just started the game. In fact, no matter where you are when it comes to spending or not spending, if you're new, this is even better for you, because at some point you're going to probably want to build at least one of these to E5, and they all make good first E5s. So guys, if you were ever unsure who your first E5 hero was going to be, I'd probably make it one of these, and if you can, make it Ithaca, because I think she's phenomenal. As well, for the light and dark heroes, we haven't got someone crappy like Dasmogue, Sleepless, Gurk. We actually have Mim and Belrain, the heroes that came out in 2018 anniversary. Mim is not so good right now in the meta, but Belrain, even though she's not that useful in PvP, is really useful in some PvE game modes, including the Void, so I really like Belrain as a choice here. If you were ever curious about a good support hero, Belrain will not do you wrong. She increases your speed, she increases your healing, and she also has the chance to increase your attack as well on 4 of your heroes. So this is fantastic, and when she dies, she also heals your team. So as a hero to help you out in PvE, Belrain, you can't go wrong. The only issue is she costs 2,000 gems, but if you're willing to sacrifice the 2,000 gems and 2 light 5-star heroes you need, she's a pretty good choice. So that's this week's event. It all looks pretty cool. But before we look at next week's event, let me show you some things that have changed in the guild. The main one is they've changed the guild tech. The interface has been completely reworked so that the 2 different guild menus are placed on the same picture. I love this. In fact, I think it looks absolutely friggin' cool. Look at this, guys. The fact this interface just looks so nice, and you don't have to switch between the 2 menus to see what you've got. It's just really, really professional. Good job, Idle Heroes. I've moaned about some of your interfaces before, but this is one of the best ones you've done. Hopefully when Blacksmith comes out next week, we'll see an even better interface for that, because a couple of weeks ago, it sucked. So on the topic of what's coming, let's look at the event preview. Prophet Summons are going to get you Eloise and Nakia next week, which is nice, so if you guys are after an Eloise, or you're a new player looking for a good first E5, you cannot go wrong with an Eloise. Nakia is food at this point, she's not really that good anymore, so don't be afraid to use her as fodder, but I think for a lot of people, this is going to be something you want to go for. However, Fiona is going to be in the Prophet Orbs after this, and therefore I might also save my Prophet Orbs for then, because Fiona looks phenomenal in PvP. If you haven't seen, Fiona is nuts. The most exciting thing about next week is the hero available in Heroic Miracle. It's Drake, the best first light and dark hero for most accounts, because Drake is phenomenal in PvE. He debuffs all of an opponent's defenses, which is fantastic, and all you need to do is get him to 9-star for him to do this ability. Picking up a Drake is going to be so good, and the fact that it's available for free just for doing Heroic Miracle is awesome. I really like this choice from DH Games. Nice one. And of course, Grador's Blessing carries on over, so if you want to get some more Resonance gear, because you didn't manage to get any a couple of weeks ago, or you need even more, this is going to be exciting too. So guys, it all looks pretty good. So that's this week's event. Pretty simple. It's just a very, very good Imps Adventure and a very good shelter mission. Even the reward packs are fantastic, and next week also looks fun too. I like how DH Games are doing short and sweet events, where they're just giving us the normal events, but putting good heroes as rewards in there. It definitely is going to help a lot of people's progress, and I'm very looking forward to seeing what else they do to change interfaces like they've done in the guild. Let me know what you think of that in the comment section down below, and also let me know what you think of this event. Until next time, guys, have a great week, and happy idling.